Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the Shooting Stars series. This is a class that meets every week, 12 noon on Central Standard Time, but this month of November, we're going to be meeting a bit later in the day because our guest speaker is going to be Bill Bennett. And Bill Bennett is a friend of mine. Let me tell you the story about how I met Bill. It's really beyond amazing. Truly, the story is beyond belief. So, Bill, let me tell you a little bit about him. He is an award-winning editor and producer and director of movies. He has won numerous awards in Australia, the top awards in the field of documentaries and movies. And his career spans an extremely long time because I know he used to be a news announcer, and I know he's an author of beautiful, extremely interesting information of what goes on in the world and how to change your life. Because the way that we came together was when he did his documentary on PGS, which PGS is called Our Personal Guidance System. And what is that? It's actually, what is your personal guidance system? Your intuition. And your intuition, if we all become attuned to it, we are going to make the right choices in our life. But somehow we get our minds and our fears sometimes confused with what? Our intuition, or some people may call it your conscience, but we know it is the divine source talking to us. Let me tell you how Bill made this documentary. And this documentary is amazing. He interviewed some of the leading people in the world on spirituality and truth. Because what happened one day woke him up to a voice within him that he couldn't deny existed. Because here's how the story goes. Bill was driving, he was driving along, and a voice said, loud and clear, "Stop, put on the brakes, stop." And he did. He didn't know where that voice was coming from or why it came out of nowhere. And he stopped as the voice told him. There comes a truck, 100 miles an hour, right in front of him. And he averted a death sentence pretty much by listening to that voice. Most of us listening right now have had experiences like this. We heard a voice, maybe it wasn't literal. Bill said it was pretty much auditory, but it's within us. And we hear that voice many times tell us something, and we question it for a second, but you better listen, as Bill did. So this changed his life and his journey and his search. And he went to India and he started to film about intuition, personal guidance system. How he wanted to learn more about this, what it's about. And he met up with some astrologers in India. And a particular astrologer there cast his chart and said, from locational astrology and all, go to Dallas, Texas. Go to Dallas, Texas, and you're going to meet someone that will host you at their house for a big dinner. And this is what you must do. And he also said that the astrologer said, you must go live in a place with no money, don't take any money, live in a very uncomfortable housing project, whatever. He came to Dallas and lived in a hotel that was beyond belief, way below anybody's standards, let me put it that way. But he just came to Dallas And what he did while he was in Dallas, I don't think that the astrologer said to look up an astrologer. The astrologer just said, go to Dallas. So while Bill was here, he looked up Vedic astrologers. And my name came up. And he contacted me. And it was a day or two before Thanksgiving, our big holiday that we all celebrate what we're grateful and thankful for, because it is the day when America was formed, when it was made by the Pilgrims and the Indians. We all know where that all went. But hey, Thanksgiving is a beautiful day. It's the last Thursday of November, which is very interesting because it's around the time we're going to be having Bill on the Shooting Stars series. But continuing on with the story, Bill, I said, why don't you come to dinner at our house? It's Thanksgiving. And we have a lot of people coming, and we'd be glad to have you and your wife. And he came. And boy, did we connect. And we've become friends. As a matter of fact, every time Bill comes to the United States, he always comes to Dallas, always comes to see us. And we have the most vibrant, fun conversations about the world and spirituality, and most of all, about our personal guidance system. And Bill's going to be talking about that in our Shooting Stars series. Now, it's going to be later in the day. If you want to join the series, which I recommend no one miss out, because let me explain why I created Shooting Stars. It was to bring people together with like-mindedness, but most of all, to eliminate the negative and the darkness that is so prevalent in the world right now, to come from a place to get balanced, regrouped, to get to a place of healing. Every week, it grounds us. Every week, I present symbols and signs for the week that we must live by, and a saying, such as some of the sayings that we have lived by, for example, is find and express your truth. And we remind ourselves, and we do these mantras all day throughout the week, till the next week we come up with another truth, and I present symbols and signs through my spiritual book that is like my own tarot cards, but it's pictures and images. We present that, and it always is so relevant and uncanny. Then we look at the planets. Now remember, you don't have to understand astrology to be part of Shooting Stars, but I look at the planets and tell people, what is the positive that can come out of this week based on where the planets are? Where are we going to express only the light and ground and balance and heal our lives weekly? And then the last part of this class, we all come together where everyone can ask me questions. And once a month, we have a powerful spiritual speaker that gives us their information on how to ground ourselves, how to find our truths and our success and realizations in our life. This is probably one, if not the most beautiful course I have put together. And it is a membership and a community. So many people have met people from their area that are part of Shooting Stars. I'm telling you, this is a way that you can connect with others. And it's $108 a month, but that really boils down to $36 or so per class. It is so worth it. And we come together with a purpose. And the reason why there is a charge for this class is because I want serious people that mean what they're talking about and want to change their lives. If there was no value put on it, we would have all sorts of people that want to come and argue and not be focused. We have to have an energy exchange that is worth it, because those that don't want to put out the expenditure, or the people that are negative that just want to come fight or not be a part of our high-minded pursuits in this course, will not put out the money. It's the way it works. I'm sorry. It's the way it works. And what you put out, always you get back. So if you have the intention of love and appreciation and the beauty of this planet, and you want that to be mirrored back to you, that's what you must put out. And that's what we teach in this class, and that's what comes of this class. People learn to live the law of attraction, to live the law of spirituality and truth and coming from the light. And this is reflected back 100-fold in their life. Join this group and you will see the beautiful, incredible, like-minded people that are part of this community. Many of them are healers. Many of them are psychics, astrologers, metaphysicians, and all of them have the same intention to change their life and heal and make the world a better place. So check it out. Shooting Stars, go to galacticcenter.org on my website, sign up, and we will be connected and you will be part of a spiritual healing community. Thank you.